go. You know, up north, as it gets cold, as it gets chilly, it feels good in the morning to envelop yourself in a talit. Down here in Florida, it doesn't make that much difference. But it's still nice to put a talit around your shoulders. I'm going to take my watch off, of course, so I can put my tefillin shell yod on my left arm. Bill, I wonder if you're watching. I know Bill is a regular. Bill Brody's a regular at our Minions. Here we go. And we go around the forearm 7 times. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddushanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivanu Lahaniach Tefillin. I'm going to wrap this around my little finger, but I'm not going to complete the spelling of God's hand until I have put the tefillin shell rosh on my head. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mitzvot tefillin. Eristichli le'olam, eristichli b'tzedek u'v'mishpat u'v'rachamim, eristichli v'emunah v'yadat et Adonai. And now I spell Shaddai, one of God's holy names, on my hand. The Sheen, the Daled, and the Yud. Page 30. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. And now we go to page 32, and we thank God for our bodies. We thank God that we are alive, that we woke up this morning and everything was more or less working. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai. Rofei chol besaru mafli la'asot. We continue with the blessing for the soul, that part of God, that little piece of God that dwells within our bodies and that manifests throughout our lives as long as we breathe. My God, the soul you have given me is pure. You shaped it, you breathed it into me, and you protect it within me. For as long as my soul is within me, I offer thanks to you, Adonai, my God and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. Baruch atah Adonai, asher b'yado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish. And we continue with the Nisim B'chol Yom. If you have a Mishkan Tefillah at home, that will be on page 36. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher natan lesech vivina, lachachin ben yom uven laila. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, pokeach ivrim. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, matir asurim. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, zokef kefufim. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, roka haaretz al hamayim. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, hamechin metzadei gaver. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, malbish arumim. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, hanoten la'ayef koach. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, hama'avir sheina me'enai utnuma me'afapai. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, sha'asani b'tselem Elohim. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, sha'asani ben chorin. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, sha'asani Yisrael. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, oter Yisrael batifara. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. This week's Torah portion is Lech Lecha, and it's really the beginning of history, right up from the very beginning of Genesis, with Parshiot, Bereshit and Noach. We would call this almost prehistory, very mythical kinds of recollections or portrayals of the creation story and how humanity got started. But with Lech Lecha, we see the beginning of history, specifically the history of the Jewish people, as Abraham is commanded by God to leave his country, his father's home, to leave everything that he has grown up with and to go westward toward the land of Canaan. But God doesn't identify where Abraham and Sarah, his wife, would eventually end up. He just says, go to a land, Areka, that I will show you. And he sets off. I mean, it's a remarkable journey. He doesn't know exactly where he's going, but he has faith in God. He knows he has to leave the Mesopotamia. He has to leave the situation he's in, which is a place where paganism is practiced, and he has this new idea of God, a new idea of a God that is incorporeal, that is not made of stone or wood, a God that's indivisible, meaning that this God cannot be divided up, a God that is one. There is no other God. There is a kind of a unifying principle in the universe. This is what he believes in. And furthermore, this is a God who cares deeply about the way human beings interact with one another. And so but that's all he has. He has this faith and this idea of God. And he sets out. And the rest, as they say, is history. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ביעמד דברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון וחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה וזמן קריב אמרו אמן, יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולמלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודש בריחו, לעולם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. All Yisrael, v'al Rabbanon, v'al Tamidei Chon, v'al Kol Tamidei Chon, v'al Kol Mada Askin Barayata, di v'atra hadein v'di b'chol atar v'atar, Yehi lechon elechon, shlama rabachina v'chista v'rachamin, v'chayin arichin, umzunei revichi ufurkana mikadam avuchon, di v'shamaya v'arav yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim tovim alenu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, Hu barachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol all Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'yimaru amen. Page 50. Baruch shahamar v'haya ha'olam baruch hu baruch hu Baruch sha'amar v'haya ha'olam Baruch hu Baruch oseh v'reshit Baruch omer ve'oseh Baruch gozer u'mekayem Baruch merachem al ha'aretz Baruch sha'amar v'haya ha'olam Baruch hu Baruch ata Adonai melech mechalal b'tishbachot. Page 55. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelu el bekodsho, Hallelu bekirya uzo, Hallelu bigvuratav, Hallelu kerov gudlo, Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. But take a shofar, Hallelujah, benevel chinor, Hallelujah, batofu machol, Hallelujah, biminim ve'ugav, Hallelujah, 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 b'tziltzalei shema, Hallelujah, b'tziltzalei trua, kol hanshama tel hallelujah, kol hanshama tel hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. 57. The Chatzi Kaddish. Yikadal v'yikadash Shamei Rabbah B'alma devarach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei V'chayichon v'yameichon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael B'agala v'yizman kari v'yimru amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'le'melamaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitala Shmei dekodesh habrichu Le'olam in kol berchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechmata damiran be'alma v'yimaru Amen. We rise for the Baruch Hu. Lai, 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 Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Barechu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Barechu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach. Le'olam avaed. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach. Le'olam vaed. And we thank God for the rising sun. We thank God for all the heavenly lights, the sun that illumines our pathway during the day, and the moon, the lesser of the heavenly lights, lights up the sky. We are presently in a full moon, and actually you can almost see your shadow at night as the moon rises. We say, Baruch Ata Adonai Yotzer HaMeorot. V'ha'arer einenu b'toratecha, v'dahabek libeinu b'mitzvotecha, v'yached levavenu li'ahava u'lira et shemecha, v'lo nevosh ולא ניכלם, ולא ניכשל, לעולם ועד, כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו, נגילה ונשמחה, נגילה ונשמחה ושועתך. Baruch Ata Adonai, הבוחר במו ישראל באהבה. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Page 72. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושי פלא, נורא תהילות עושי פלא. שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים, לשמך על שפת הים יחד כולם. הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. סור ישראל קומה ועזרת ישראל, ובטחנו ממך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. And we rise for the tefillah on page 76. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Imaot Umevi Gula Livnei V'neihem Lema'on Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch Ata Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah Ata Gibor L'Olam Adonai Mechaye Metim Ata Rav L'Hoshia Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed Mechaye Metim B'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayem Emunato Lishanei Afar Micha Mocha Baal Kivurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'Ne'emana Talach Chayot Meitim Baruch Atah Adonai Mechaye HaMeitim Nekadesh et Shimcha B'olam Kashem Shemakdishim Oto B'Shmei Marom Kakatuv al Yad Nevi'echa V'kara Ze El Ze V'yamar Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Tzvot Melech Ha'aretz Kevodo Lumatam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kavod Adonai Mimkomo Udivrei Kodecha Katuv Le'mor Yimloch Adonai Le'olam Eloha Yichzion Ledor vador hallelujah Ledor vador nagid God lecha Ulanetzach netzachim kedushatcha nakdish Vashivacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush le'olam v'ed Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. And we take a few moments for our own private prayers and meditations. Whatever you're feeling right now, whatever you're dealing with right now, whatever mood that you happen to be in right now, whatever challenges you're facing, this is the time to share the contents of your heart and your mind with God. Oh, say shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'himru imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. And now the Aleinu on page 586. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה יוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. And now the mourner's Kaddish for those of you who have Yortzeit, or those of you who just want to remember a loved one who is no longer with us in a physical sense, but someone who's had a good, positive, and loving impact on your life. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah. V'yamad v'rach yeroteh v'yamlich malchuteh. V'chaychon v'yomechon v'chayedechal Beit Yisrael. V'agalav yizman kariv v'yimur amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam alamelamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yiturman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmeid kutsha b'richu le'olam in kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata dam yaran v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav u'ya'asei shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And now we turn to Ein Kelohenu. See if I can give you a page for that. Yes, page 626. Ein Kelohenu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkenu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mich Elohenu, Mich Adonenu, Mich Emalkenu, Mich Moshienu. No del Eloheinu, no del Adonenu, no del Malkeinu, no del Moshienu. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Well, thank you for dropping by and davening with me. I'm going to continue in a couple of moments with meditation. So if you like to stay, that would be nice. Ah, boy, it's nice to daven. It's nice to connect with our tradition, with our ancestors. And, you know, these rituals of tefillin and the talis, and just saying the Shema and all of those beautiful ancient prayers connects us, you know, it grounds us in our tradition. It reminds us that we're not Johnny-come-latelys in this world. We Jews have been around a long time, even if we personally have only been on this earth a relatively short period. And, you know, actually the lifespan is relatively short. We have an element. We have an aspect of eternity, we Jews. We belong to an eternal people. And when we daven, we connect with every generation of Jews that has ever existed, and we connect with Jews everywhere in our own time, and we are also connected with the Jewish people that are yet to make their appearance on this earth. And undoubtedly they will say many of the same prayers we just said. Of course, they'll probably have different tunes, but that's what happens. You know, Judaism evolves. We'll do the same prayers. We might tweak them a little here or there. We might put them to different tunes, but they are nonetheless the same prayers uttered generation after generation, uttered with full hearts and love of the Jewish people, love of God, love of Torah. All right. Whew. I'm going to turn my speaker on so we can meditate with some nice music, accompanying music. Yes. It's there. It's arrived. All right. The first two blessings in the Nisim B'Chol Yom are Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam noten l'sechvi vina l'chachin ben yom uvein laila. And it literally means, blessed are you, O Lord our God, who gives the rooster, so it's a beautiful image, who gives the rooster the ability to distinguish day from night. The whole world comes alive in the morning. The birds sleep at night, and then in the morning they begin to sing. It's like they're greeting the sun, greeting the new day. And then it goes on to say, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam anoten pokeach ivrim. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim, which means he opens the eyes of the blind. Does God literally open the eyes of the blind? I don't think that's what the intent of that blessing is. I think we are so often blind to the blessings that surround us. So just as the rooster in that first blessing, is the rooster recognizes the blessing of a new day, the blessing of the sun. Sometimes we take a new day for granted. We forget to thank God. We forget to really enjoy, appreciate, and love the new day, love our blessings, and rejoice in them. And so the next blessing is Pokeach Ivrim. God, open up our eyes. Let us just see in this moment, see how blessed we are. Let's not concentrate on what we don't have. Let's not concentrate on what we lack, because, in fact, most of us have more than we need. Let us rejoice even in the smallest blessings, which are not so small when you really get down to them. So find yourself in a place where you're unlikely to be disturbed during the next few moments. Put your feet flat on the floor. I'm going to ring the bell now, and as the sound of the bell fades away, I want you to give yourself the permission to meditate. Sit up straight. Allow your eyes to close. And just ease into a meditation. If we could only be in this moment, mind, body, and soul, even for a moment, to truly occupy the place where we are, the moment in which we dwell. What a blessing. Right now, in this moment, I am aware of. What are you aware of? What sensory awareness do you have at this moment? Maybe a little itch in your right hand. Maybe a fragrance, a smell that's in your environment. Maybe you are aware of your breathing, a little twitch in your ankle. Whatever it is, say this. In this place, at this moment, I am aware of. And just think or say the thing that you are aware of. Baruch atah Adonai pokeach ivrim. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, who opens the eyes of those who do not see. In this place, in this moment, I am aware of. In this place, at this moment, I am aware of. In this place, at this moment, I am aware of. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim. In this place, at this moment, I am aware of. Stay in this moment. Focus your mind on this place. Take a deep breath. Hold it and let it out. Take another deep breath. Hold it and let it out. One more. Open your eyes. Feel calm, feel at peace. Stretch a little bit. Well, I hope you found this meditation helpful, and I hope you'll take it with you during the day. You know, you don't have to go into a formal meditation during the day. When you're feeling a bit shaky or, you need a little bit of centering, you just pay attention. Just pay attention. Be where you are and be in that moment. Because our brains, our minds tend to take us to faraway places and faraway times, and they take us away from the reality that we're facing. And the reality that we're facing is full of wonder. It's full of beauty if we just open our minds to it. It's also full of challenges, no question. But we need to be focused on here and now. So, Boker Tov, Boker Or, have a good day. And remember to smile and to bring a smile to the face of at least one other person that you encounter along your journey this day. See you soon.